Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, to your girl Mischief. If you haven't, please click the link below and subscribe. If you're new here, you're welcome. Today I'm with one of the people that I love the most. I love her so much, and she is going to introduce herself and also tell us what she does. The floor is for you, Felicia.
Okay, thank you very much, Challenge. It's a pleasure to be on your YouTube channel today. I'm called Motia Felicia from Cameroon. I'm the co-founder of Nkwa for Change Solution Organization. Nkwa for Change Solution is a minority grassroots organization aimed at protecting the environment, empowering the marginalized women and youth in Cameroon. Also, it may interest you to know that I am the project coordinator of the project Regenerative Agriculture. It is a climate-driven project which focuses on how farmers can better adapt and mitigate as well as build strong resilience to climate change, which is a global problem. Also, it may interest you to know that I am a Yali Climate Tech Innovators alumni from Ghana. Thank you so much. You're going to get more about me.
That's amazing to hear. So, we believe today we will be talking about the regenerative agriculture, correct? Can you please
Yes, today
elaborate?
we'll be talking about it.
So, can you please elaborate more? In fact, before we get into that, I've been following some of the things that you've been doing. It's very impressive how you are empowering farmers. And I hope today we will also leave this platform empowered and also understanding what you're doing in Cameroon so that other people in African countries will also get to know more about it. So, can you please elaborate on the regenerative agriculture for us?
Okay, thank you very much. The regenerative agriculture is an innovative farming method whereby we train farmers on better ways that they can adapt to climate change, like I said. We see how we know climate change is already something that is getting out of hand with those in the agricultural sector. So we train farmers on best practices of regenerative agriculture, such as production of organic liquid fertilizer, production of organic pesticides. We encourage farmers to do but clearing. We say no to bush burning. We encourage farmers to embrace minimal tillage. So these are some of the regenerative practices that we do. In my own sector, in Cameroon, Cameroon is a continent. I'm from the continent of Cameroon. So in Cameroon, I'm proud to say I've trained over 500 peasant farmers, mostly
Wow.
women, in the production of organic liquid fertilizer. The interest about this organic liquid fertilizer is that it is organic, and the things that you use to produce it are common things around us. For example, we use animal droppings, which any normal farmer who raise either goat, pig, chickens can get it. That's any fowl dropping you use. These are common things that you don't even need to buy it in the market. We also use the sunflower, which is Teutonia. We use Teutonia, which is something that just grows around. You got it. And we use wood ash. Like I said, I work with peasant farmers. These are people that are living in rural areas. So, but they use but the three firestone place to produce to cook. So for them to get wood ash is no stress. So they get a common wood ash around. And to do it, you must not be too educated. It's not for something that is too educated because it's just a practical thing that when they just show you once, twice how to apply it, you are good to go. So my farmers are embracing it because one, it's very economical. It doesn't drain their income. Whereas the chemicals that they go and buy in the market. So farmers are embracing this and they are really using it. So the regenerative agriculture, that's one part of it that is there, which is the organic liquid fertilizer. Also, the production of organic pesticides. These are still common things that they get around. Looking at the no to bush burning that the regenerative agriculture is against, because when you burn down these bushes, that it kills these organisms, and when it kills these organisms, these are the soldiers in the soil, which helps to bring back the soil fertility. So when you kill them out, it means automatically you will lose your soil fertility. And like I talk about the minimal tillage, we promote minimal tillage because when you over-till the soil, you turn the soil, you exposes this organism, you kill this organism, at the end you still have low output because the soil is not fertile. So these are some of the practices that we promote. So we encourage farmers to be organic. Regenerative agriculture is all about organic. Thank you.
Okay. That's Thank you very much for that insight. That's quite interesting for us that are not farmers. I also know that the soil can be impacted by the practices that we do. So I believe this is going to be very productive for each and every person who's like me, who doesn't know or understand how we should go about the new way of farming, because climate change is real. In as much as we don't want to believe or see that it is happening right now, it's something that's quite real and out there. So, Felicia, I believe you do have a presentation for us. Can you please do get in the presentation before I start bombasting you with questions?
Okay. Can you see my slide? How do I go about it? Present.
Um, yes. Okay, Felicia, can you please tell us about some of the activities that you've been doing?
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said, I'm the project coordinator of the project Regenerative Agriculture. But permit me take you backward again. Growing up as a child, my parents were peasant farmers, and they solely depended on agriculture to see how they can send us to school, to see how they can feed us. They solely depend on agriculture. And unfortunately, coming with a devastating climate change, their output got disrupted. Things were so difficult on our side. And even while in the university, I solely depend on petty farming around, doing gardening to see how I can take care of myself in school, to see how I can take care of my bills. But because of the low output, I had to brainstorm, think, come up with this innovation, with this solution of regenerative agriculture best practices such as the production of organic liquid fertilizer, organic pesticides, and other good farming methods like the minimal tillage. Permit me move to the next slide, which talks about my activity now. The Regenerative Agriculture Project have been running for 1 year now. As you can see, this is myself training farmers on how they can produce organic liquid fertilizer. This is the demonstration farm where we do our practical. It is like an agricultural lab because we can't train farmers when we ourselves we don't practice this. These are some of my team members. You see how degraded the land is. This land was abandoned. Nobody was having interest to work on it. But I came in with my team members. We had to come in and map out this area to see how we can do the practice. And at the end of this video, you'll be amazed by what we got from this degraded land that you see. We move to the next activity that the regenerative agriculture team have been doing is that we have trained farmers. We have carried out workshop like the picture you see. It is the Women Empowerment Center in my country and in Boya, the north southwest region, where we were having a workshop sensitizing, educating farmers on regenerative agriculture best practices. Please, can the slide be paused? I need to. Okay, looking at the picture, same is an expansion of regenerative agriculture training. You see, these farmers are vulnerable peasant farmers, and they don't have money enough to get those chemicals, which is even polluting the soil. So this is also another training that we carry out in the community, in my community called Bokwai. This is where we train over 50 peasant farmers on the production of organic liquid fertilizer. The next slide. The next slide. The next slide.
Is it
Please,
this one?
I'm done with this one.
Okay, this one.
It's the same one that is there. This symbol slide. Okay, it's the same slide 7.
Okay, slide 7. Okay, can you see slide 7? Yes.
Okay, still on the training of peasant farmers on production of organic liquid fertilizer, we still have to expand it again. This community is called Bitingi community. This community is made up of people that they call IDPs. When I talk of IDPs, it means internally displaced persons. These are people that, because of the Anglophone crisis, they are bound to leave their villages, leave their hometown, and they are now come to Boya to settle down. So these are peasant and vulnerable farmers that they rely but on the soil to see what they can do to cater for their family. So these are farmers that we invited to partake in this training for free. Next
Okay.
slide. The next slide. Okay, like I said, these are training that we have carried out. You know, you can't do something without you also practicalizing it. So we have our demonstration farm. This farm serves as a lab where we also do the testing. When we encourage farmer that, okay, do mixed cropping. At the demonstration farm, we are also doing mixed cropping. Like you see, I myself, I'm there. I was examining the maize. This is when we planted the maize. See how green the maize is? This is that degraded soil. This is that abandoned soil that we planted our maize there, and you see how green everywhere is. This is Brandon. He is a student from the University of Boya. He studied agriculture. All of our team members, we have agricultural background. These are students that they study agriculture in the university. So we join in our knowledge to see how we promote this regenerative agriculture best practice. So that is our regenerative agriculture demonstration farm where we planted our first maize and we're applying the organic liquid fertilizer there. You can see the spraying can that he was doing. We first of all do the mulching. After doing the mulching, then we apply it. So we're just examining the maize. Next slide.
Wow, is this the harvest you got from the whole
I've not seen
land?
it. I've not seen it. I can't see it anyway. Okay, let's just proceed. Yeah, as you can see from the picture, that is that degraded land, that abandoned land. That is the output that we got from it. That's just our first harvest from the farm. That is how
Wow,
this year, our first harvest, the maize were so amazed. You yourself can see it.
this
Next
is
slide.
this is impressive.
Next slide.
The plans for the future. What plans do you have for the future, Felicia? Wow.
Yes, like you can see, you see the fire burning in me. You see,
Yes.
I'm so passionate about it. I said I was born in a peasant home. My parents were peasant farmers. They relied on agriculture. So I have a greater plan. My first ambition or goal is to establish 10 regenerative agriculture demonstration farm in Cameroon. Like I said, the
Wow.
idea is being embraced everywhere. People are calling for me to come and carry out training. So I really want to expand this and have decided that in each community that we are carrying out training, we'll have a demonstration farm there. If I'm
Okay.
doing that's what I say. I want to have yes, because like you see, we encourage visitors, we encourage researchers to come and learn from this our demonstration farm. It's not just to come and just do the testing, but we invite researchers, we invite students to come in and learn in this our demonstration farm. So my ambition is to expand at least 10 regenerative agriculture demonstration farm, as well as to transform 10,000 peasant farmers as regenerative agriculture heroes and sheroes. Because they say if you invest in a human being, then you are doing the best investment. So my investment is to see how I can train at least 10,000 peasant farmers on the production of organic liquid fertilizer, so too they will be able to train other farmers. So I have my own goal, and I believe this goal will be achieved because the fire in me is burning.
I can hear
Next
the
slide.
passion from you speaking. Before we move to the next slide, I have a question based on this slide that we are on. Given that I'm from a different African country and I also want to learn this amazing work that you are doing, do you have platforms or do you have other things you have planning for us in the future that we can also benefit and learn from you?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Like I said, I'm from Cameroon. Cameroon is a continent. And if my other brothers from the other African countries are interested to learn, I plan to produce a video that gives an explanation, a detailed explanation, well simplified, on how you do your harvesting, how you produce it, how you apply it, how you monitor it. So I'm already working on it. And by next year, January 2024, that video will be published and I'll make it viral in all the social media handles. Also, somebody like me that I'm passionate about this, it may interest you to know that I have the Regenerative Agriculture Hub Facebook page where after this I may share the link, or you can visit our Facebook page, Regenerative Agriculture Hub. You will see marvelous video. You will see inspiring content that when you read, you will be knowledgeable enough about the regenerative agriculture practices. So those that are ambition on farming, those that want to embrace agriculture, please, you can visit our Facebook page, Regenerative Agriculture Hub, and also when the video will be out, I'll upload it too.
No, we can't wait for the video, and hopefully, after the video is out, we can have another interview with you when we go through the video with you as well. This is exciting. Okay, you can go on with your future plans.
Yeah, I still have another future plan. My future plan is to continuously advocating and sensitizing on regenerative agriculture best practices on radio, television, and farming group. You say when what somebody gets every day, it transforms the person. So this my farmers needs that continuous education, continuous sensitization, continuous advocacy, because we have our competitors, these people that they produce these chemicals, this MPK, they are our competitors. So we need to make the noise on our farmers' ear. We need to sensitize them. We need to talk to them that they should embrace organic farming, because it is good for their health and it's good for the environment too. So my ambition is to see how I continuously advocate, continuously sensitize about regenerative agriculture best practices.
Wow.
And
Wow, wow, wow. Oh, continue. You said end?
the next slide.
Okay, the slide we have now is you doing a community a project. It says continuous sanitization on regenerative
Okay.
agriculture hub.
Yes, yes. Okay, like, can we continue?
Yes, we can continue.
Okay. Okay, like I said, continuous sensitization on regenerative agriculture. Because can you see where I am? This is a farming group that I visited. You know,
Wow.
for you to get the right people, you need to go to the right places. I decided to go to this farming group because this all these people that you see, these are peasant farmers, and they have a union, they have an association. So I decided to visit them where they are having their meetings, to talk to them, to educate them, to sensitize them on regenerative agriculture best practices. So this is one strategy that I've been using and it's working so well. You know, word of mouth is powerful. When you talk on the TV, when you talk on the radio, people are just getting and seeing you. But word of mouth, you are sitting with them, you do the focus group discussion, they question you, you answer. So the strategy that I'm doing is that I visit them on their meeting, we talk, we discuss, they ask their doubts, and I clear their doubts. So that's what I've been doing too in Cameroon. Thank you.
This is quite amazing. This is quite amazing. I believe the slides are done so that we'll go back to asking you a few questions, my dear friend. Okay, so
Thank you. Proceed to your question.
the thing is, many of us don't understand how climate change is linked to agriculture. How are those two linked? How does climate change affect agriculture? How does the way we've been farming for all these years, putting into our soil, coming into play? What have we been doing wrong? Can you please tell us the link and why we should change the ways that our great 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 fathers taught us in agriculture?
Okay, thank you very much for that question again, Charlene. Like I said, there is a link between climate change and the agricultural sector. We have extreme weather condition in all the African countries. We have extreme weather condition, extreme heat, unexpected rainfall. So now the farming seasons are no more the same as it was before. At first, like now, this is about December. At first, people will start to do their clearing, but they cannot do it because of the distortion of the weather patterns. So this affects farmers, and farmers need to adapt. How do they have to adapt? They have to adapt by what? Embracing this regenerative agriculture best practices, like I said. We avoid the bush burning. When I talk of the bush burning, just try to vision it with me. Just imagine you are burning the bush. The smoke that goes up, it causes ozone
Mm.
layer depletion. When it causes ozone layer depletion, when it falls down, it gives us what? Acid rain. In Cameroon, we once witnessed acid rain. So these are all effects of climate change affecting the agricultural sector. So there is a link. Then
Okay.
when I talk of the minimal tillage, at first our parents, they were just like when they want to plant leguminous crops, like let's say like yam, they'll just till the soil and make a lot of big ridges. So then when they make that big ridges, it helps those plants now to really penetrate the soil. But research have shown that it is not how big you make the ridges that's when the leguminous plants will not penetrate the soil. Rather, when they see the soil like that, they exposes the organisms in the soil and render it very loose, and it will be prone to leaching. So we encourage that you just do minimal tillage. Those crops have their capability to penetrate the soil. You must not make big ridges. So these are some of the ignorant practices that our parents were doing, and those are coming into the agriculture. So they never question some of those practices. But some of us that we have carried out research, that we have carried out studies, we are now questioning out some of these practices, and we see that it is wrong. It is wrong. It is against the environment, and it is against our health. And like I said, regenerative agriculture in a simpler tone is just mean organic farming. Let's embrace organic farming.
Okay.
Let's say no to chemicals. Let's say no to synthetic fertilizers.
This is something else. We've always believed as Africans that when it comes to anything organic, it means expensive. Me as a farmer, can I afford to go organic? Because organic means expensive. We translate it as expensive. So hearing from someone who is into it, how expensive is it for me to go organic?
It is not expensive, but it is what I call consciousness and commitment. If you're a
Okay.
committed person, then it is no problem. Like I said, to produce the organic liquid fertilizer, you don't need to buy anything in the market. You just get common things around you. It's just that people are just being lazy. Permit me use that word lazy. People are just being lazy. They just want to go and get that 2010 those chemical and they just apply it. Just imagine, for example, like vegetable.
Mhm.
Vegetable that you plant vegetable, you are expecting to have harvest the vegetable in 2 or 3 months time, but lazy farmers want that as they just plant the vegetable, they apply the synthetic fertilizer. In 1 month time they are harvesting. No, it's wrong. Farmers are just being lazy. If you're somebody that you are hardworking and you are committed enough, you do it. You do it. With regenerative agriculture, we are promoting that you reuse the waste. We don't know anything like waste. Like when you peel your cocoyam, you take the peelings, you put under your plantain. It helps to bring back the manure of the soil. When you peel your plantain, you take the peelings, you apply it. So to me, organic farming is not expensive. It's just all about being committed and hardworking. Yeah.
Because the chemicals also have a negative effect on our health. So organic farming should be something that we all adopt. Ah,
Yes, those
this
chemicals have a lot, and a lot of negative effects on our health. Now you hear people complaining of cancer. Where is it coming from? It's the food that they are eating. Those chemical food that they are eating. That's why you see they complain of cancers.
and
But
there's
when you
so
eat
many
organic things, you are very confident. Yeah, so many diseases around because of those chemicals. But when you eat
because
organic things, you are very your health is very safe. Mhm.
because if we look at how things like blood pressure, sugar is now being found in kids because of the things that we are consuming, I think people like you, Felicia, are such a blessing that you are coming out with this message, teaching us on how to go organic. Not only is it good for the environment, not only is it good for the soil, but it's also good for us, the consumers of it. So thank you very much for the work that you are doing. It's very much encouraging, and we can't wait for the video. And please do share with me all the social media platforms that you have so that I'll put them down on the link below. Felicia, I would love to thank you very much for having this conversation with us. And thank you very much for being part of this and educating us on things that we've never thought of. Because for me, most of these things I'll be like, you know what, as long as my cabbage comes, I'm good. How is it made? How is it affecting me? It's things that I never looked into. So would like to end another question. Given that we are moved by what you are doing, do you accept any donations from the people, or how is there a way that we can reach you and also send our contributions, because you're doing such an amazing work and most of us would like to be part of it?
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said, currently I've launched a crowdfunding campaign with my partner on Prakash. So the link is on our Facebook page, where we hope that some of you can contribute your own contribution so that we can carry out our activity, we can expand our regenerative agriculture. So the crowdfunding campaign is ongoing, and we are wishing and I'm begging and I'm hoping that you people will support me financially so that I'll be able to expand my activity. So I will share the link with you again. And those that are watching, please visit my page, Regenerative Agriculture. You'll see the post there, the link is there. You visit the crowdfunding link. Thank you.
There you have it, guys. We have a link. If you're like me and you are moved and you also want to add value into the projects that she's doing, you'll find the link down below. Please do put your contributions, because this is something that as Africans we need to be part of. And I believe if she grows in Cameroon, she has grown in Africa and we'll all be part of it. I wish I could go join the research personally. So, Felicia, thank you very much for being part of our guests. I hope you wonderful and wonderful day. And please do continue doing the amazing work you're doing and mentoring young people and farmers as well that are part of this, because the shift in climate is it's quite bad. This year you have drought, you have floods. We really don't know where some of those practices that we're doing us. Much, my friend. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much.